Hi, it's Sue. Welcome back to my channel today where I'm working on something a little bit different, and I'm sitting at the desk that I normally take photos, so I may have to stop part way through and make sure that I am staying in, on shot, in shot. I know what I mean. Okay, so I have these pieces of card that I'm trimming up to make some tags. So as I say, I use the loyalty cards. I can't remember which side I've used now, that one, to cut my corners. I find it much quicker and more accurate. Oops. So yes, if you see on my desk, I've got all sorts of bits. I thought I'd play with some fabric today, which I've got lots of. I was looking through yesterday my fabric boxes that I don't keep in this room. I keep in a separate area in those big plastic tubs, and I think I've probably got 3 big tubs full out there, but I do have more here, but they're smaller pieces. So I went looking yesterday. I've got 2 there. Okay, I have to do that one again. Yes, I've got quite a bit of fabric because, I've made quilts. And I thought it was about time I used some. So what better way than to make a few tags? I've made journal cards. I've got stacks of journal cards. So now I thought I'd do just a few tags. I think there's about 5 here. Right, now I've got all those corners trimmed. See, there's a hole in that one. I'm not too worried, because what I'm going to do is I am going to, oh, that might be a problem, we'll see. I'm going to decorate one side and cover the other side with tea-dyed paper. Okay, so 5 tags. We might start with the awkward one. And what I thought was I would look at this pretty fabric. Aren't they lovely? I think, I'm not sure whether I actually use these. I think these were bits I saw and I bought for something or other. That's quite nice. It's quite a loose weave, but it's rather nice. Bits of thread around. Anyway, we'll get back to that. Let's trim it, and I'm going to tear. So we'll just start it off and then tear a piece. That will make the fraying a lot easier. And what I'm thinking is to lay a piece of fabric followed by some lace. And let's have a look. Might get rid of that top one. That looks a bit messy. This is mostly lace that I've bought at op shops. Successfully cover that rose up now if I'm not careful. Yeah, I think we'll lay that this way round and maybe take that top piece off. Yeah. Keep all those little pieces, they're good for clusters. Right. So I'd say I want it about there. And then what I want to do is to add some form of decoration. A button, maybe down there. Okay. I want to be careful to cover that piece. So I'm thinking if I trim it, trim it just below that green leaf. And a button about there, I think. And what I thought was I would stitch around this on the card, and then I'll add my tea dyed paper over the back, which will hide those stitches. So I'm going to put that to one side for a moment and pick up another one. Okay, so for this one, I thought maybe this piece. Well, sadly that didn't work, filming over on the other table. I ended up, by the time I'd finished, half of what I'd done you couldn't really see properly. So I thought I'd come back over here and show you the end results. So this was the first one, and I did change it up a bit. I added more green. You can see I've added a button and a bow. A stamp piece. This was what I went to look for. I knew I'd got a few stamp pieces somewhere. I think I managed to find one. Yeah, here it is, this one, that I thought I could use because it was, you know, not too dark. Some of mine are tea stained, so I couldn't really use them. This is too pale. But I did stamp on that fabric and added it. And you can see that I've used some of the torn off strips to make toppers. So they're Paul's toppers. So that was one. And once I'd got the fabric on, I stitched around. And then when I've backed the back of the tags, I mean, you do see an outline, but you could still write on that. That was the second one, and that used one of my original stamped fabric pieces. And this one, I've mixed up the fabrics I use for the tags. I didn't match them. I thought it would look better without doing that. This one uses a piece that I'd collaged a while ago, and I thought that fitted quite well on this one. Yeah, I might trim some of this off so you do get to see a bit more of the fabric. But the lace is all the way down the side, and I've sat that one under the fabric for this tag. It's the reverse. And this one, I added a charm with the button and the lace, the reverse. And the last one, my least favourite actually, I added the bow charm. And I might work on this a bit more. I might add some more down here because to me, that's a bit plain, but I'll have a look. If I do, I will share at the end what I've done with that. Okay, so that's that one. So, as I say, I used the bits left over from the torn strip, part of it to make the toppers. The rest I thought I could use for, I've got scrappy bits like this. I mean, they could in turn be toppers for other tags, but what I thought I'd do was make a couple of these sort of clusters. I thought that would be quite nice, a nice way of using what was left rather than leaving. And I had a bit of odd paper, literally just scraps and bits of lace, so on. The chiffon ribbon and a bit of netting. And I just thought we could layer these pieces up. Let's have a look at that one. How are we going to do this? So get the right side. And I quite like having the fabric underneath because it makes it easier to adhere to a page. Now, I might trim this down, will I? Will I or won't I? Not sure. Something like that. And then it needs something on the front. Let's just have a look. Perhaps we could have a layer of this as well, which is like that paley green. Not that you see much of it. Let's try the other way. Maybe some cheesecloth. The right way around. Yes, it is. And then we just need something as a focal point. Could be a little label. That's quite nice, not too big, maybe not big enough. Look. Should have got these out ready, shouldn't I? Actually, if I do it that way, this one would be quite nice as a topper for a pocket. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it that way. Okay, what else have I got? Ooh. These are labels, stickers. What about something like that? I don't mind that. Okay. So I've got a couple more here that I've laid up ready rather than mess around. That uses the very open weave piece, so you don't see much of that at all, but it's just another layer. And what I'm going to do is stitch these. I might move that over a bit so it does stand a chance of being seen. just so open. Rid of that. Something like that. This is another one. Actually, this was the one I was going to use on here. Let's just have a look at this a minute. I quite like the idea of having it long. So you could do got some tulle. Maybe we'll put that underneath. And then something like that. About that. I can always tear this off. Okay, stop playing. The third one, for some reason I only had 3 scraps left, is this one. Okay, and that uses this pink rosebud fabric. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away and stitch along here, and I'll show you the end result. So I won't be a moment. Okay, so all done. These are sewn, and you can see I gave away the stickers. I've put those to one side, and I've used these little images. They're all actually, all 3 are from Scrapbook Boutique. Very pretty. I found them in my tiny pieces, tiny ephemera pieces. So that one, of course, is a pocket front. This one will go down the side of the page, and the same with this one, and probably alternate sides. So I was happy enough with those. And this one I did add another piece. I added this sticker, which is a fairy sticker, and it has the gold around it, which is very gold, but it kind of goes. So that's that one completed. So there you go. I'm sorry about that, but as I say, it was pretty straightforward. Just a scrap of fabric, piece of lace, and either buttons or whatever to finish off, and a topper. Easy tags, pretty, quick, perfect for a pocket. So that's me. Thank you so much for calling past today. I'm going to try and get on with one of my journals, get that completed so I can share that. Okay, until next time, bye.